Hello, hello, hello. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Tanya. Happy birthday to me. Today is my birthday. Today is my 65th birthday. I was born on June 16th. So today is my actual birthday. And I am happy and I feel good. I just feel like I have nothing but complete satisfaction. And I feel like my life is moving into the direction in which I desire. Today begins the first day of the third quarter of my life. And folks say, well, why do you break it up into like this is the third quarter? Well, the third quarter means that, I think I will live and have all of my faculties, all of them, until at least 95, Anything after 95, I don't know what I might be doing. So I want to be aware. And I'm not setting a limit. I'm setting up reality. So today is the beginning of the third quarter of my life. Okay? The first quarter of my life, from birth to like 35, I spent raising myself, learning the world. I had influence from my parents and my grandparents and my family and the society and the culture around me. But ultimately, by the time I reached my 35th birthday, I was raising myself and making my own decisions, walking in my own path, depending on my own strength. The second quarter, from 35 to 65, although I did have children in my 20s, I was raising them and raising me. I was a young mother. So when I became 35, I was fully grown. I had so much to offer them. I wasn't only their mother. I've been their mentor. I've been their friend. Not just to the children that I gave birth to, but to children, anyone that came into the sphere of my voice. So my second quarter, I have spent growing and developing and mentoring and making huge sacrifices. Huge sacrifices in my life. Until I learned that I didn't need to make sacrifices in my life anymore. And that's what brings on my third quarter. And this third quarter, it all belongs to me to do whatever I want to do with it. And so today, I cheated a little bit because I started a little early. But I decided that for this year is going to be the beginning of a new ritual for me that's going to be about my life. And that ritual is, I am willing to compromise, but I am no longer willing to sacrifice anything with anybody. Anything that I encounter in my life from this day forth has to be a win-win. And folks have to understand what a win-win is. See, a win-win is not necessarily always getting everything you want. But a win-win for me is whoever I come in contact with, there's going to be a solution. They're going to get some of what they want, and I'm going to get some of what I want. And that's called compromise, and that's called a win-win. Nobody has to lose for someone else to win. And that's what the third quarter of my life is going to look like. I don't know about yours, but it's maybe worth thinking about. The other thing that's going to happen, I advocate for self-care. I'll be posting pictures later where I have spent some days staying at really nice places, really nice hotels, eating really great food, really good company, getting just self-care, just self-care. I'm starting this quarter out taking care of myself completely. And I'm going to follow through with, starting this year, I am going to spend 65 days for self-care. 65 days of total self-care. Then next year, it'll be 66 days. And the year after that, it'll be 67 days. So every year moving forth, how many every years that the universe allow me to live, I'm going to give myself a day per year for self-care. So when I start, breaking that down, that gives me, for this year, there's 52 weeks in a year. So that means I will take 1 day of self-care per year. And then I'll have enough time left over where I can almost take 2 weeks of vacation. So 1 day a week of self-care. So there will be 1 day a week that I will not be bothered with anybody or anything that does not add some type of pleasure to my life. Not just value, but some type of pleasure to my life. And if that means just me doing nothing, 1 day a week for the rest of this year belongs to me. So I'm right now knocking out the first 10 or 12 before, my birthday started. So I'm well into the vacation, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is make sure that I go somewhere every year for a minimum of 2 weeks where I'm not working, I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing me. That's been something difficult for me to do, but I'm learning to just do me. And it's okay for everybody to do whatever it is that they're doing. I don't have to agree with what they're doing, but I don't have to act out on my disagreement. I get to choose how I want to participate in whatever it is that the people are doing, because they got to live their lives in whatever quarter that they're living in. And I have to contribute to them living in that quarter by adding value of not getting in their way. When you get to be 65, you learn you can release control. You don't have to control everything of everybody, because it really don't matter. All it does is cause you a lot of worry. So these are some things I'm sharing with you that I have learned to embrace in my 65 years. Again, happy birthday to me. It has been as pleasant as can be. And I want to thank all of you that contributed to me being here and being happy, being solid. It has taken a village. It took a village to raise a kid. Hey, 65-year-old kid. It took a village to get this adult to be where she is. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And happy, happy born day to me. I will see you soon. I have plenty of things that I'm going to speak on that I haven't spoken about. I've had to meditate through these last few weeks, Lord. They've been rough. They've been kind of nerve-wracking. I had to make decisions on how am I going to move forward in the madness that we're living in. But for today, it's all about me and you. Thank you.